Welcome back to Blackacre Ranch, everyone. On a ranch, it's like you always have animals that are living and you always want them to stay alive, but not every animal on a ranch deserves to stay alive. So stick with us. I'm going to tell you about what we found today and how we disposed of such animal. So like I was saying, we have buffalo, we have livestock. Every rancher wants to keep their animals alive. But there are those times when there are animals that you don't want on your ranch for various reasons that you need to make sure stay away. And we take precautions, we try and fence things out. You do your little share, we all do it. But there are those varmints, pests, stuff like that. So I'm gonna get in the tractor because obviously it's not a small animal. Let's go check this thing out and see what we've got. We've had a feral pig. We've seen him here on the ranch a couple times, various different times over the years, but we've actually been having some escapes. So some of our pigs, the two females got out recently and ended up just still staying here, which is kind of odd. However, before that, we saw some distant animal with a little fluffy tail run in, and we weren't sure what that was. And it didn't look like just a regular coyote or anything like that. Anyway, my wife followed it, and just down the hill here, she found, I don't know, how many boars?
I saw two. Two
boars kind of sitting there just chilling down in like the little watershed down there. And then that's when our two females had gotten out. None of the little pigs, I don't think, right?
The little ones just hung out up here.
And then, the two males didn't get out. This time, we saw the stupid freaking pig in the pen. And I'm like, that's it, I'm done, all right? No more with that. So we disposed of it.
Hey guys! Hey guys! I know, we took away your little new friend, sorry about that.
Our first thought was, how in the world did it get in here, right? Nothing down at the bottom of this fence shows any sign anywhere that the pig went in. And it's actually smaller than ours, but my daughter kind of straightened it back up. Right here, I guess this was down. And we're thinking it jumped and got in that way. I didn't think pigs really jumped that much, but anyway, those guys did, at least that one. After he was taken care of, it took me 2 rounds to do it. Anyway, he went ballistic, man, and started just jumping into the fence and everything, so he couldn't jump out when he had one in him. First round, he was going berserk. Second round, he went berserk a little bit and then laid down. So let's go check out this pig. But I'm surprised it would jump this and try and get in, but it did.
Big, you're so cute. That was a big pig.
Examining the holes, it looks like I got him right a little on the low side here, and then the other one was broadside on the right in the midsection. I have my other pigs that I had to make sure I didn't hit. But anyway, we got him twice, he's down. We're gonna go drop him off and let Mother Nature take its course. I'm not gonna eat it. I offered it to a friend, he didn't want it, so I don't really care about it, right? Those are the pigs that I want, my little itty bitties. So let's go drop this guy off and let him alone. Let me lower it. It's turning out to be harder than I thought. Now we do know that there is one other one. We know where he's been. We'll catch him some other time. You know, I don't know, not today, not in the rain and mud, but we're gonna leave this guy here. Like I said, nature's gonna take its course, do its thing. I bet you within a couple days it's gonna probably be gone. You know, it's actually nice seeing all the grasses come in. I call this winter grass because it happens to be green. Obviously we didn't plant anything, but it's nice to see whatever it is, whatever and however it got here, I have no idea. Something is coming in, and it's nice to see that kind of grow. So even 6. Now obviously we had other things planned. I had a lot of projects planned for today and trying to get things done, but with the wind, winter has officially come and I don't see it getting any warmer for probably 2-3 months. So I think we're done with the 80-degree temperature days. It's going to be in the 40s, 50s. I don't think it's going to reach 60 for about 10 days. So you deal with it, you got to roll with it. Hopefully it dries out a little bit for tomorrow, so we can kind of keep up with that shed build and doing stuff there. For those of you who aren't necessarily familiar with hogs, these wild hogs, they tear up the place. Most animals that I know of that are kind of commercial hunting animals, there's seasons for it, there's types of ammunition, you can't shoot from the road, whatever those types of things are. Okay, I'm not a hunter, I don't really care to hunt, it just doesn't bother me that bad. All right. However, hogs, right, they are the one animal that I swear I have been told there is absolutely no rules on it. Anytime, any place, anywhere, almost pretty much any method to destroy all of these hogs. They're a plague. You've seen some of the pictures from the pasture. They just dig up and root up pastures. They root up farmland. They're just such a pest. So don't feel bad taking out a wild hog, okay? They are a plague to the environment. They're not good for it. Yesterday, my daughter came home. She's like, hey, the boar was sitting right next to the pen and everything else. And, you know, I just don't want any to deal with that. The pigs are 1 week away from going to the butcher, right? I don't want any to deal with this. And so I thought, you know, I need to get something that's better able to do it. I've got a 45, I've got some 9mm, mostly 22s. So I went and bought a 308. So this is I'm trying to come up with a sneaky way of saying it without saying it right. But anyway, this is my 308. I didn't get the 30-06, I didn't do a 30-30. You know, really this was the one at the top of the menu when I was looking online, and it said buy now, so I did it. I don't know all the ammunition kind of differentiations between stuff, so, you know, except the general stuff you find when you just do a Google search. But anyway, I didn't have to use this one because the boar was literally inside the pen, so it wasn't going to go anywhere. Now, some of you might be saying, you need to watch that he wasn't going to charge me. And there was a time that he kind of came back towards me. I guess I felt safer having a bunch of my little biggie pigs around, you know, it wasn't too bad, but anyway, for the most part, he left me alone and just tried to get out through the fence, and he ram into it, jump into it, all that kind of stuff. But anyway, he's disposed of. So that's the adventure today, guys. We aren't actually trying to keep an animal on the ranch, we're trying to eliminate an animal from the ranch today. This is my first time having to take care of a pest. Up next are pigeons. Pigeons crap everywhere, and I hate them. So if you have any way to get rid of pigeons without a 22 or bird shot or something like that, let me know. Death to pigeons. That's pretty much my viewpoint right now. If there's a valuable thing to have them for, put it in the comments. If not, and you want to encourage me to dispose of them in a humane way, instant, then do that also in the comments. But otherwise, that's the fun going on today, guys, at the ranch, disposing. So anyway, talk to you guys later. Like and subscribe. See you next time.